This is an Audio Wool original.
It is Casual Frightday. We back in this. It's been a while. It's been a couple months. Jared, you're back. Different background. Nice. Bass guitar.
Different background. Yeah. There's a bass guitar.
Oh, Dennis is stuck in a food truck, wishing he could be here. That's okay. Tonight, kind of a big one, Dennis. Honestly, kind of a bummer you're not here. It's doctors stealing funeral home folks, giving away spy whales, sharks on drugs, the tragic result of pursuing one of the most boring professions that I can imagine, and also one of the most disturbing stories we've ever covered on this program, and a lot more. To talk about it with me, not Dennis, he was in a food truck, and Jared, though, he's here from Occupied Texas.
I am here from Occupied Texas.
There you are. Nice to have you.
What's up, spooky boy?
Ooh, it's almost spooky season, if I'm honest.
I think summer's over. I'll be honest.
Cardigan. I think it's actually officially over, but
I'm saying for Texas, usually we just get beat with the sun, and
sure.
I bet that we have another wave, but
it was 90
today. It's been
today.
easy.
It was 90 here and very smoky, but it still doesn't feel like summer anymore. Like, I'll go out on a run and be like, why do I feel so sick and awful? It is 90 degrees, but for some reason it seems like fall. But before we get too deep into, what we've been doing personally, we should probably do a segment that I like to call Cool or Not. And I'm going to come up with maybe a stinger that says Cool or Not. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Because I got this soundboard over here now.
Cool or Not.
It says,
Hail Satan.
And stuff like that. Yeah. So also, I want to know what you guys think of the Molly Drag intro. I need to know, maybe we'll do a poll later in the show, but Kelly and I have yet to resolve the cryptid bracket competition that we started 5 months ago. We're in the finals, and I'm going to spoil it right now. It's obviously Nessie versus Bigfoot. We don't know what to do about it.
It's Bigfoot.
Well, I mean, could be Bigfoot.
I just voted. I'm throwing my hat in. It's Bigfoot.
We'll have a vote, but also this could be a good use of our Frightday phone line, which I'm trying to make a version of this that doesn't say that they're open now, which I will have. But
the Frightday phone lines are now open.
They're not open, but
call 1-833-374-4489 now to share your paranormal encounters and real-life nightmares, or to talk horror with the hosts.
The number, though, is 1-833-374-4489. Put it in your phone. Save us as a contact and call us anytime. It's 1-833-374-4489. That's 1-833-FRIGHT9. But I would like people to call and, make their case for Nessie versus Bigfoot. I'd love to know where folks stand on that. It just might influence where we land at the end of this thing. So give us a call. And honestly, tell us anything. We did get a call back, a second call from someone that we're going to be airing during our next episode of the podcast, which it's a Byron episode, Jared. It's been a while since I've done one.
Is that right?
Yeah, upcoming. It's a Byron episode. I've been teasing the tragic life of someone that I'm going to be covering for the show, and I'm ready to announce a lot of exclusives tonight, Jared. This is exciting stuff. I will be doing
this. Hold on to your socks.
Everybody, is everyone sitting down? Everyone in the chat live at live.frightday.com. Here it is, drum roll, please. I will be doing the tragic life of Kelsey Grammer.
Oh.
A whole episode about Kelsey Grammer, folks.
Okay. Right on. Are you going to talk about the movie with Edge?
I don't think I know that one, but he has had a lot.
That was the most recent one, I think, where there's a
Kelsey Grammer's
plane involved. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but
Whatever.
A lot happened to this man during his life, and I mean, and we know he may or may not be a good guy, but there might be legitimate reasons that have caused him to become the person that he is. He's a rough character, but he's also had a rough existence, and we're going to be talking all about it. I'd also like to say that I opened the door for this a little bit longer than I thought, but until that new episode airs, the new Frightday Ghoul shirt is still available at shop.frightday.com. So check that out as well. Okay, cool or nah? That's what I was doing, right?
Yeah.
So this is kind of an older video. Yeah, I guess I should turn that on. I'll do it while I air this video here and let us know.
We may be one step closer to robots that look just like humans. Scientists unveiled a humanoid robotic face created from, you ready for this one? Lab-grown, self-healing human skin.
Great call. It does appear to be baloney from maybe the set of Pee-wee's Playhouse or something, right?
I'm going to find you exactly what I think it is.
Yes, pull it up.
Living cells, which resulted in a 3D facial mold and a 2D skin robot. They say it's actually a breakthrough, though, for the cosmetics industry, and they also hope that this can train plastic surgeons to improve their craft.
Okay. Very cool, in my opinion, but I will create the poll here. Robot skin, cool or not? Or nah. And folks at home can tweet us at Frightday and let us know if you think that's a cool or not thing. And maybe we'll post a picture of it because it's got to be seen to be believed. And the poll starts now. Great.
All right. Take a look at this in the chat.
Okay. I'll grab that. And
this is a little something that the kids are eating over across the pond.
Oh, why did it?
No, go back. What is it doing here?
I don't know. It's God. Honestly, it's a phishing link.
No.
Did you hack me?
Robot.
What's going on here?
Yeah, I sold all your information.
Oh man, that is a bad link. I don't know why that's doing that, but baloney face. Someone's saying.
I'm just trying to link you to Twitter. So let me try one more time here.
Well, while we're at it, there's an Al Jazeera article about this. Japanese scientists graft living skin onto, quote, smiling robot. I agree. It's not much of a smile.
Hannibal Lecter. Here we go. There's another one.
Yeah, I'll grab that one. This one is not trying to steal my information, but it is pork luncheon. Is that how you say that? I've seen that word a million times.
Luncheon?
Holy shit. We have a unanimous nah on this story. What the hell, guys? I thought this was a good one. It's not cool that robots have self-healing skin?
Look at it. Well, I don't have self-healing skin.
You do, though. That's actually how it works.
Shut the fuck up.
It technically heals itself with
These
cells.
robots are getting it for free, though.
Well, I mean, technically, we all get it. You're right. It's a God gift.
Come on. Just give me one.
And actually, they don't get it for free. A lot of people are paying a lot of money, I imagine, to create these robots. But yeah, this is a better face, right? This reminds me of like
happier.
You ever see people make hard candy on the internet? And those like big.
I love it.
Yeah, I like that. That's
and they got the little spade.
What is that? You can use it to like spackle or patch your walls, but also to click candies into bite-sized pieces. Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
They're pulling these like panda bears, like these intricate like faces through the candy. I love
so cool. And they start as a big thick log, kind of like the size of this pork luncheon meat, which is 29 pounds per 100 grams. Whatever the fuck that means.
Is that a good deal?
I don't know. But we could keep reading about it. Researchers say breakthrough could pave the way to realistic humanoids in the future, if that's what you want. Tokyo, Japan.
This is just fetish stuff.
I mean, well, that's interesting, actually. Yeah, taking out physical violence with like actual skin, you know? That's a dark door to open, I suppose. But yeah. Japanese scientists have developed a technique to attach self-healing living skin to a robot face and make it, quote, smile. The scientists led by, oh God, I wish Dennis was here. I'm terrible at saying Japanese name. Shoji Takeuchi,
Takuchi.
Yeah, I did okay. At the University of Tokyo's Biohybrid Systems Laboratory, connected cultured skin tissue in the likeness of a human face to an actuator. Wow, robot stuff. Words that I've heard but never seen. An external mechanical device using anchors that mimic skin ligaments. Very cool. In a video released by the team, the scientists, we just saw this video, the scientists can be seen manipulating the skin into a smile without causing the tissue to bunch, tear, or get stuck in place. You ever have your skin get stuck in place, Jared?
Yeah, my lips when I got cotton mouth.
That does happen sometimes, yes. I guess you're right. Well, you're not as good as this robot's face, I suppose. But, yeah, previous efforts to attach tissue made from human cells to a solid surface would result in the skin being damaged when in motion. So, yeah, fleshy pink blob bears greater resemblance to a children's animated character than a human face, they're saying. Researchers hope the breakthrough will pave the way to realistic humanoids in the future. This is a certified nah. I should have like a big stamp sound effect. That'd be kind of cool. Like, bam,
denied.
Yeah, this sucks. Sorry, guys. There's more to this story, but I think we get the point, right? Say goodbye to this guy because he is not cool.
Yeah, get out of here, nerd.
Get out of here with that. Yeah, that's some bad stuff.
Well, in my head, I can kind of see who they're talking about.
Uh-huh.
The anime character.
Oh, yeah, what were they saying in the chat here? Oh, no, someone's saying it in the news article? Anime
it's got like a face of...
Oh, sure. I didn't think that it was specific, but I imagine that there is one.
Yeah.
To a children's... You got it in the chat?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on with all these links today.
It's okay. If you want to watch the video, though, it's going to be at youtube.com/Frightday. You can check it out. The VOD will be available after broadcast.
Link be insane.
It's okay. Yeah, quit trying to send me weird links. Just teeing it up, later in the show, we're going to have a really, really heinous story that involves a lot of animal violence. So I apologize in advance, and if that's not your thing, I will warn you, and we can say goodbye. I will bid you farewell before that. Lots of other fun stuff, though. Jared, you know we've got some follow-ups to ocean interests as well as the death industry tonight. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we've got doctors.
Were you sending me a link? I can't tell if I'm waiting on you or not.
You know what? Just go on without the
All right.
link because everything is. I don't understand Google anymore. It's just
okay.
opening insane shit. I don't know.
Let's start light. Let's go to the sea. This was an interesting story that I believe was submitted in our Discord. You pulled it. It's this cutie who is usually probably known more for terrifying yachts in past episodes.
This is a little belugi right here, I think.
A cutie for sure. Yeah, not so much a killer
cutie
whale.
belugi.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Or do I? If I was a true patriot, I might not.
A beluga whale that became famous for suspicions it was trained to spy for Russia was found dead off the coast of Norway over
nowhere near a building window. What the hell? How'd this even happen?
the weekend. Norway's public broadcaster reported that a father and son spotted the whale's body, but that it was not clear what caused his death. The whale, nicknamed Valdemir, a mashup of the Norwegian word for whale, Val, and Vladimir Putin's first name, was discovered in Norwegian waters 5 years ago.
That's really clever. Okay, so this... Oh, I actually remember Valdemir being spotted a couple years... or like 5 years ago. Yeah, I remember that story. This is interesting. He's dead?
Yeah, he's dead
He's
now.
dead? This sucks.
Yeah, he got deaded 4 days ago.
No way.
At that time, he was wearing
two
a
in the back
harness
of the
with-
head, and they said it was
No.
a suicide, if you can believe it.
Oh my God! In the back of the head.
He got the Gary.
No
he got the
fingerprints
Gary
on the
Webb
gun.
treatment.
Oh man, this sucks, dude.
Yeah,
what appeared to be a small camera mount. Valdemir was very interested in people and seemed to respond to hand
See, there's one of
signals,
the holes
leading
right there. You can see it.
No, that's maybe his breathing hole.
Norwegian intelligence to suspect
just
the whale had been trained
expanded
in
it for him.
captivity in Russia before crossing into
What are they
Norway's
feeding
waters.
him?
The nonprofit that had been monitoring the whale, Marine
That's not how you spell that. Valdemir
big
has an
delay.
H, big old silent H at the front. Marine Mind Facebook page did a tribute in loving memory of Valdemir, pardon me.
I actually heard that Jack Black and Kyle Gass got back together
Okay.
and they played tribute for him.
Oh no, what was it?
Song tribute.
The greatest. Is that different than the greatest song? I can't remember. Listen, it's
yeah,
okay.
it's not the greatest song. It's just a tribute.
Maybe that's it. I don't know. It is with a heavy heart, however, that we share the news of Valdemir's passing this morning. After receiving a sighting report from a local, our team arrived to find H gets in my head. Vladimir floating peacefully in the water, no longer with us. A necropsy will be conducted to determine the cause of death.
mind
Valdemir, I think he's reading it right here.
into Norway's waters. The nonprofit that had been monitoring the whale, Marine Mind, said Monday that Valdemir was not just a whale, but, quote, a reminder of the deep bond between humans and the natural world.
Also
He's
a spy. A spy for Russia. So
The freaking spy who
interesting.
shagged me.
Just a whale.
Well, I don't know about that, but
Well, you don't know what I was doing.
come on, you're
Are
not-
you Randy, baby?
Jesus
Right?
Christ.
$1 million.
Okay, so you're doing multiple characters from the same feature film.
Yeah, do you like that?
Yeah, I mean, they are played by the same guy, so it does make sense.
Cool.
Didn't
One
think he
guy.
got paid double? Because he's the lead, like both leads in the International Man of Mystery, Austin Powers.
That makes sense to me.
Right?
You
That's
gotta do double makeup.
I think that's how
Gotta
it
stay
works.
twice as long.
Yeah. Wow. That's intense. That's dark. But I'm glad he's dead because I'm
Yeah,
an
stop
American.
giving our secrets to this
Yeah.
goddamn whale.
Because this is honestly, they strap a GoPro to that guy and just let him out there for 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how that works, but I don't like
Disgusting.
it. It is disgusting. Great point.
Grotesque. I can't believe they would do that to America. Sell our secrets to a whale.
Yeah. Let's see. What do we
I'm
got?
gonna sell him to the freaking Krabby Patty manufacturer. Make freaking tuna fish out of this motherfucker.
Out of that beluga that we started out thinking was cute and awesome. Now
Yeah.
oh, how the tides have turned. And
Yeah.
on to our next story. This is an older one because we are playing a little bit of catch up with Discord submissions. Again, we talk a lot about killer whales being the true terrors of the ocean. But yeah, after this next story, I think I'm going back to it being sharks. And Jared might disagree, but let's take a peek.
Wow.
If sharks aren't terrifying enough to some of you, there's a new threat in the waters off of Florida.
How about sharks hopped up on cocaine?
All right. I mean,
All right.
have you? I mean, I don't know. I've never done cocaine. I just kind of feel like it's a polar extreme kind of thing. Like either you're more
feels like
fun
it's
or you're like a
something-
not fun at all, right?
It feels like a shark drug.
Sure, it does kind of seem like if sharks were going to do drugs, it would be Adderall or cocaine, right?
If they were gonna, well, Adderall, the sharks they don't need prescription drugs.
What's taking Adderall?
Adderall is like a freaking bookworm or something like that.
Okay, so like
You know, these sharks are out
like
here
a
for doing.
stingray, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Not really.
I mean, like stay in place. That makes sense and kind of
Sure.
get some work done.
Great.
You know, stingrays hovering at the bottom there. I was just saying though that if like you made a gritty like reboot of the Street Sharks, you know,
Sure, they're all on drugs.
they're hey,
Someone's-
put my teeth in this bag, you know, and it's
AB in the chat said meth is a shark drug. Let's see.
yeah,
for people who
meth
aren't
is
our
like a
age,
biker mice from Mars drug.
that's true. I feel like they're weed guys though, right? The biker
Well,
mice from
they're-
Mars.
But they're associated in like a motorcycle gang, which is to me classically associated with the distribution of methamphetamine.
I guess that's true, but is it distribution or use? There's a big difference.
Both.
Yeah.
Both. That's how meth got across America, was through the Hells Angels. That's who distributed,
So if we were going to truly associate the street sharks with street drugs, I think
they would each have their own one.
Exactly.
Probably.
I'm glad you're on the same page, because the one on the far left is most certainly on ecstasy.
He's going to the rave for sure.
I think
he's got some press pills. The jeans with the what are those boots called? The Timberlands.
Those are Tim's, and no shirt, but a belt that matches.
He's probably drinking. He's like a construction worker, I think. Actually, he can't.
What kind of drink though? Is he Goldschlager? What is he?
It's 24 ounce Steely Reserve.
Okay, and on a bad day, a Mad Dog.
He's drinking Mickey's. He's like more like the less you got to pay for more booze, basically, more malt liquor.
And then we got ourselves a hammerhead
friend. This dude's definitely doing
I think he's mushrooms.
Heroin.
Oh no!
You think mushrooms?
Yeah, I mean, he could be into couch. He could be taking a trip. But
I guess the pants are pretty vibey. He's got he could have the summer festival kind of look. He's got a kind of a weird material pant. He's definitely selling mushrooms. If that was, where he was at, for sure.
Okay.
I can see that.
And then on the far right, though, our jock. He's got two...
HGH.
He's definitely... I mean, he's juicing, for sure.
He is juicing, yeah. He is roid raging often. It'll probably be a very tragic end for this person, but
he will live a short life, but he will look good before, or think he does. Yeah,
he's got aspirations,
exactly.
But he
Black
does
market
have
steroids
as well.
Yeah, he's got gynecomastia and back knee, and he's not gonna live very long. Dang.
Yeah.
I guess back to this cocaine shark story. That took a turn.
Experts say sharks may be gobbling up bales of drugs which have been dumped off the Florida coast by smugglers. Marine biologists went to study the phenomenon. They conducted experiments and spotted a hammerhead shark swimming into dumped packages and biting into them. That gave them what the scientists call crazy brain.
She said hammerhead shark, and she's going to show a fucking great white. I don't know the difference.
Yeah, come on. I grew up in
the
KTLA. I grew up in the 90s. I know the difference.
Come on.
No, did you hear what it's diagnosed as? When sharks do cocaine?
Scientists call crazy brain.
Crazy brain.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
You think that the sharks are cutting it with fent down there too?
Well, it's interesting you say that. Where we were off the coast of Florida, I have a follow-up story that I found, and it's just an article, but I think this is kind of interesting. This is from NPR this week, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, not a B movie. Sharks are ingesting cocaine in the ocean, scientists find. And scientists in Brazil have come up with the first evidence that sharks are being exposed to cocaine. Rachel Ann Hauser Davis, a biologist who worked on the study at Brazil's Oswaldo Cruz Foundation, told NPR that they detected 13 wild sharp-nosed sharks caught near... Oh, thank you. What did I say?
Detected.
Oh, well, either way. Caught near Rio de Janeiro, all tested positive for cocaine in their muscles and livers. Oh no, it sticks around that long? I'm in big trouble.
I don't know. I thought it went pretty quick.
I have no idea. I'm not using cocaine. I'm drinking Betty Buzz tonic water. Isn't that?
But what's the buzz? What's in there?
Nothing. Quinine, which I think if you drink enough of this, you don't get COVID. Remember that? Great.
Gold, silver?
Nah, that's different. But yeah, the key findings of this study are the presence of cocaine in sharks. Hauser Davis says the actual high levels of cocaine detected in mussels is indicative of chronic exposure. They've got a nasty habit. Narco traffickers being chased in the high seas often toss bales, pardon me. Oh, I didn't know it came in bales of cocaine overboard, but Hauser Davis says it's more likely the sharks in the study were exposed to Rio de Janeiro wastewater contaminated with the drug. It's in the poo and pee.
Yeah, I actually just saw an article. I just passed by it because I didn't think it was like super Frightday, but it was about like people throwing away like they're like antidepressants and stuff, and then fish are eating them,
and fish are loving it. Their life, they're feeling better.
they're starting to realize about the water that they're in. They're starting to grow legs and come out of the water, I guess.
Wait, is that true?
No, but they are. We
were experiencing new evolution in front of our eyes
because Wellbutrin evolution.
Yeah. If you could read the rest of this, I need to get a bottle opener for my drink. Could you do that?
Sure. Why don't you do the little fulcrum and the lever? You gotta open it with something crazy next to you.
Wait, excuse me? I could be like a cool guy that does it with my teeth or on the table or like a lighter. I could do it with a lighter.
Yeah.
I'm not that cool. I never did that.
All right. Well, probably the main source would be the human use of cocaine and metabolization and urine and feces discharge. And the second source would be from illegal refining labs, she says. Hauser Davis points out that the cocaine affects the brain and can lead to hyperactive behavior among sharks, though she says the issue needs more research. Give these sharks some more fucking cocaine, if you know what I mean. The findings in Brazil add to the growing body of research on marine wildlife and cocaine. For example, a 2018 study of the United Kingdom found that eels exposed to cocaine were having trouble mating. Well, because they couldn't get it up. It does, it makes your genitalia wonky. Tracy Fanara, the environmental engineer at the University of Florida, told NPR the findings aren't surprising. Exposure to recreational drugs can slow down their processes to a point where they miss migration periods that are essential for the survival of their species. Jesus Christ.
They are in bad. What is it called when you're like really addicted to cocaine?
Fucking fiending.
There we go.
She took part in a documentary last year called Cocaine Sharks, in which scuba divers tried to determine whether sharks are being exposed to the drug. Cocaine isn't the biggest problem sharks face, but Fanara says the documentary was an excuse.
Hold tight. You lead with that. Of course it's not the biggest problem sharks face.
They're having a good ass time.
No, but I'm just saying, how common is this? It's not that common. Come on.
Yeah, enough to where they said that how many at the top of the article it said that they dissected.
It was like less than 20. I mean,
that's kind of a lot.
13.
13.
Oh, come on.
Of just one species? Of them sharp nose? Well, and their noses they're called sharp nose, and it's because they're zoop right in there. Just get it. Cut me a line, brother. Cocaine isn't the biggest problem sharks face, but Fanara says the documentary was an excuse to remind people that all kinds of human pollution are wreaking havoc on ocean life. This could be really catastrophic, but cocaine does a good job of getting people's attention.
Wow. We've got hammered head sharks versus cocaine sharks.
This is speaking of.
Oh no! What?
Sorry.
No,
I was just gonna say we gotta jump over to my scorpion story since
well we're talking animals and Mother Nature, and I've got another one after that.
We're talking how these guys are, these eels can't get it up, these sharks can't get it up.
I don't think anyone said that, but
no, he did in that article.
Did it? Sorry.
Yeah.
I must have walked away.
The eels are doing cocaine, and the eels are fucking up their mating season because they can't get it up.
Oh no!
However,
whoops.
Staying at a.
What's going on here? Sorry about that. This guy's a little bit loud. I'm going to turn it down. This next story, though, this is something else affecting. Oh God, I don't even have anything for this. Here we go.
A man staying at a strip hotel over the holidays woke up in excruciating pain, and when he went to investigate, says he found something that has him now considering a lawsuit.
Wait, whoa. Really? That's where he goes?
He goes to the strip motel
in Vegas, which Sam Kelly
Vegas
and I did stay at a motel off the strip, but on the old strip. It was
but this is like a stripper's motel.
Oh, this is just for erotic dancers.
Yeah, I think he's like a single guy in the lifestyle.
Oh,
which,
no.
if you know
Well,
anything,
then this could be pretty detrimental. What happened next?
A story you'll only see on 8. 8 News Now reporter Joshua Peguera joins us live outside the Venetian with those stinging details. Joshua.
Checking out the sphere.
Kirsten, a man staying at the Venetian Christmas week, says he was awoken by something, but sometime during the night, he woke up to pain that he found when he was stung by a scorpion.
Joshua, you gotta sell this story better. This is your big break.
Yeah.
This is his viral moment. Oh my God, it is a viral moment. It almost got 500,000 views. Come on.
Holy shit.
Oh no, Joshua.
He woke up to pain that he found when he was stung by a scorpion in his testicles.
I just felt like somebody stabbing me in my private area. It felt like a sharp glove.
Wait, is he being interrogated? He's got a white brick wall behind him.
Yeah,
Is that a news conference?
He's in an hourly conference room.
He's in
it doubles as a police precinct.
Nice, very cool. This guy can't get out of that world, huh?
So his knife.
Michael Farchi said,
"No way is that his lawyer.
Dude,
his lawyer cannot have a fedora.
He's got one of the damn Blues Brothers from the Vegas from the Vegas experience there."
This is a street performer, Blues Brother at the best, and he's got himself
doing Dan Aykroyd,
except with free insurance glasses, the kind that you get to pick 1 of 10 styles. He said you. He said pick.
Bend over, let me see you shake your tail feather. Bend over, let me see you shake your tail feather.
Why do all bad lawyers look like this? Let's hear what he has to say. Maybe he's great. I don't know.
As he continued to investigate the source of that pain, and that's when he found something.
I went to the restroom and I saw a scorpion hanging on my underwear.
These are photos from that day, December 26th, that Farchi and his attorney shared with
me. Wait. There's no way he left. Oh, no. He has
he has the dirty underwear. He's got the streak in his fucking underwear.
That's horrifying. This is probably the worst story we've ever covered. You gotta see this. You gotta go to youtube.com/Frightday to watch this if you are just listening. This is the worst episode we've ever done. Yuck. And I mean, honestly, this isn't our fault. It's 8 News Now, Las Vegas' fault.
Sure.
These are photos from that day, December 26th, that Farchi and his attorney shared with me. You can see the scorpion.
Any idea on how this scorpion got in? They never told you how he got in the room?
They don't know.
Did they tell you how?
It's like two sides. They took multiple pictures of different places. This time the scorpion's on the crotch.
Well, and then they're asking.
The other time it was like the meshing on the inside, and it showed the duty line.
Yeah. Well, I can't. I mean, this question is just kind of bothering me.
Any idea on how this scorpion got in? Then they never told you how he got in the room?
Did they ever tell you how the scorpion got in?
Did he knock on the door?
And they let him in without a key card.
Yeah. Did he say he was with you?
Oh no, this is a scandal. They live in the desert. It's a desert animal, and that's where Vegas is. It's okay, guys.
They don't know. They don't know. I didn't even ask how it got in the room. Nobody told me.
Great. Exactly. Why would you?
About any option. It just was under my cover.
This is the medical incident report Farchi filed with the Venetian. It shows the suite number and what he wrote to hotel staff. Quote, bitten by scorpion on my groin testicles.
Bit my junk.
It bit my groin testicles. Wow. Okay.
Everybody wasn't shocked. I mean, nobody believed. Even I couldn't believe it.
Farchi also received an incident number from the hotel.
When you check into a hotel, you expect to be safe.
Brian Virag is representing Farchi and says this has been a traumatic experience for his client.
I'm certain that the Venetian, like every major hotel, has policies and procedures in place to try to avoid something like this. However, it's one thing to have policies and procedures in place. It's another thing to make sure they're followed.
Oh my God. Holy fuck. I knew that this was going to be... I honestly, I followed my gut here, and we found ourselves at mybedbuglawyer.com, which is the official website of Brian Varg. He's the founder and chief.
This is our Blues Brother?
Yep, this is him, and he's got a logo here. I don't know.
It seemed, yeah, good call.
God damn it.
I'll do a scorpion case.
Yeah, of course he will do a scorpion case. Look at him. He's represented by a piece of... He made clip art, basically. Like,
oh my God. Yeah,
he
got like
himself
a...
Why does he have a gavel? Why do he's not a... He's an attorney.
He's the freaking law, dude.
No.
About these bed bugs. Yeah.
This is bad.
And it's trademarked.
So he's the founder of My Bedbug Lawyer Incorporated and the preeminent bedbug attorney in the nation. Wow. Okay. So no wonder he's getting in on the scorpion case. You're right. My Bedbug Lawyer Incorporated specializes in...
Someone called The Rock because we found a new Scorpion King.
His name is Brian Varg. Let's see. He only represents victims of bedbug exposure. Interesting. This is a bit out of his scope. But since 2011, the firm has grown from a two-person operation to a team of passionate advocates that have manifested several victories of those affected by bedbugs. And this is kind of a story of how he got started. In 2011, a family came to his office complaining that they had been attacked by bedbugs in their home. When Brian reached out to the legal community for guidance in this very specific area of law, he soon realized there was no one to turn to. That is when he decided to fill the void and provide a voice for those that didn't have one. For years, Brian paved his way through the uncharted territories of bedbug litigation. What the fuck is this guy? Like, I've never experienced bedbugs because we don't really have them in this part of the United States where I am. I hear they're unpleasant.
Someone in the chat says they printed business cards for him.
No fucking way. Come on. It's not a real guy.
That's what I said.
It's not a guy. This isn't a guy. Well, turns out he's a guy who fought vigorously for every client that he represented, and finally in 2017 he received the first of many large verdicts pertaining to bedbug litigation. That year he won a $104,000 verdict for a Bakersfield mother and her children who had been attacked by bedbugs in their apartment. It seems to be something he does often, but he's got some awards. He won the 2018 Street Fighter of the Year. He was a finalist for the Consumer Attorneys of California. He's also Trial Lawyer of the Year nominated for Consumer Attorneys Association of Los Angeles. But interesting character. Does look a little like Heisenberg. So apparently he is the one who knocks when you need to talk to someone about a lawsuit involving insects.
Damn.
Wonderful.
Or, of course, if you need a bit of a rendition of Ghost Riders in the Sky at your, whatever bachelorette party.
That's a great point.
Yeah,
if you're looking for a good time. In an auditory way. Yeah. I was going to pull up some reviews or look at comments of the story, but now we've really kind of stuck in here a bit. He's got some balls to sue the hotel, says
the Venetian.
Yeah,
they can handle it.
That's what someone said in the comments. The lawyer is exactly what I thought a Vegas lawyer would look like. Great.
Yeah, he's very like strip lawyer. Like,
yeah.
Hey, buddy, you look like you need some legal help. Legal help, and he just hands
he's
you
flipping
a card.
the cards, just like the other people who are doing strip club cards.
Yeah, into your M&M World bag.
Yeah, let's see. We're gonna have to suck the venom out, sir. Oh, that's not good. Dude has no business being in Vegas with luck like that. A true definition of an undercover sting. I don't know. These guys are trying really hard. A lot of swings, a lot of misses, but
yeah. Don't I know it?
Yes, I was stung at the Venetian once, but it was by the resort fee.
It was by an undercover when I was trying to solicit a lady of the night.
That's good. I mean, we could read some reviews from Brian's law offices really quick. This is from a month ago. PV222 said, I had a very disappointing experience with this law firm, specifically Julie. I had to call 3 times to just confirm whether they received my documents. When I finally managed to speak to the research assistant, she was extremely condescending. Notice how I'm doing the reviews like the podcast guys now? Since I started listening to that, I kind of Brian them up. What is that? Is it a fog machine?
Yeah, I did. I hooked it up earlier for Halloween.
Great. Not exactly how you want to establish client-attorney relationship going forward. Big waste of my time during an already stressful situation. They find clients who live in absolute filth and never clean their places and then blame the landlords. Scumbag attorney. Yes, interesting. This guy seems fun to look at, not cool to hang out with, but yeah, that's the scorpion stung a guy's balls story for tonight. Kind of a light segue.
He also, I don't know if did it say this in here that his junk don't work no more.
Is that true? Is that what the comments say here? Yeah.
Well, in a different article that I read, it said that he's experiencing erectile dysfunction that's not getting better.
Oh no. Someone says, I'm guessing the lawyer wears a hat so we can tell them apart. It's kind of nice as well. People are having fun with this story. Not so fun this time of year. It's always tough because my birthday was just a couple weeks ago. Always at the beginning of school. So I would get like presents that are half birthday presents and half like a new pack of off-brand crayons because my parents never went for the real
rose
thing.
art.
Yeah, kind of rose art. You're right. Was that?
Is that melt them down?
They just don't work very well.
No, they're wax, but they give you cancer. You can't use them.
That's why I'm so sick all the time. But,
they got that new crayon smell. Doesn't go away. Permeates your backpack.
I think I kind of like that. When I finally went to college, though, I stayed off campus, and I kind of wish I stayed at the dorms. This person disagrees.
Former student at St. Augustine's University filed a lawsuit saying she fell through the floor of her dorm room. The student...
All right. So...
That sounds right. This sounds like something that every college in America is probably going to face over the next decade.
Because of infrastructure?
Yeah, it's just... These buildings have been lived in and just absolutely chewed through.
That's true. People
for
jumping
generations.
Yeah.
There's just I don't know. I mean, like you think about like the what's the Jesse Hall in Missoula, like the real big one.
I don't know because I remember I attended about 2 semesters and then went on the road in a band, but Missoula.
Jesse Hall anyhow is like it's like the biggest one on that campus.
Sure, they have 8 different
right on the university.
Halls.
It's like University Street there.
Oh yeah.
But like I think about how like I remember like going past it when I was a child. Like I'm not from Missoula, but I lived there for a while. Like after I graduated high school, but. Seeing it when I'm a child, seeing it when I'm a teenager, seeing it again when I moved there. My sister lived in that dorm, and seeing it just, I don't know, like this summer going past it, and not a damn thing's changed. And I'm like, well, that's like 35 plus years.
It was probably 20 years old when you walked by it the first time. So
yeah, it's just...
I mean, you just kind of get a vaulted
things,
ceiling. The people below you get a higher ceiling when someone falls through from above, which is kind of a nice perk.
Kind of cool.
Quickly turns into a lofted second bedroom.
16 foot. sort of situation.
Yeah. Yeah, let's hear what happened.
Floor of her dorm room. The student says she's dealing with multiple injuries to her back, hip, and legs. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ashley Rowe.
And I'm Lena Tillett. The university only returned to class for the semester this week after maintenance issues caused a delay. WRAL's...
Wait, was that the maintenance issue or was something else? They just forgot the floor?
Yeah, they forgot the floor underneath her bed.
We forgot to put the floor back.
Carly Haynes read through the lawsuit tonight and joins us now to walk us through it. Carly.
Well, the former student says that it happened on this campus in the spring semester of last year, and now she's seeking $25,000 in damages. It was a terrifying moment.
I think you could get more, right? You fell through the floor of a dorm. What was she doing upstairs that would cause that, though?
Yeah, $100K. She's being super reasonable. Just pay her out.
Yeah.
A student says she faced at Faulkner Dorm on St. Augustine's campus. Now she's suing the school.
That's how you say
that? In this
that?
6-page lawsuit, the student says she walked towards her closet when the floor beneath her gave way, causing her to fall through the floor, injuring herself.
Yeah, I don't like
the
that
lawsuit
at all.
claims the university failed to warn students of safety issues that could arise from the floor's deteriorating condition, a condition that would have been revealed had the university made a reasonable inspection. But
these are not like double wide trailers that have like cat pee floors where you step and you fall through it. This is like it's supposed to be a dorm where people live.
Yeah, like tiled and
it's supposed to be.
I you know what I mean, like some sort of like protection layered so you're not hearing your downstairs neighbors, you know, or like they're not hearing you. Like it seems like there would be at least a little bit more attention paid to that. I know, you know, like in bigger cities, like apartment buildings will have like layers of sand between floors.
Oh,
you know
I didn't know that. Is that to like for noise insulation?
Sound mitigation, yeah. But which can also cause like problems if there's ever like a crack in the foundation. Then
sandy head.
You get a little homemade beach situation going in your driveway or your walkway. I don't know, wherever people hang out in their house, and there could be a beach there too. It's cool.
There's worse things that could happen than having sand on your floor.
Lawsuit
I got a
claims
loud upstairs neighbor, I'll tell you that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're loud.
Damn, sorry.
Walking
That
around,
was never done.
moving furniture
School
at
at
11
St.
p.m.
Just sliding shit around on wood floors.
Yeah, like this is an old building. She's gonna fall through.
Maybe they're trying to do like Wii bowling or something. You got to move the love seat. Something cool like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's possible. I got the GameCube set up over here.
Oh, is that right? Cool.
So it could be a Wii.
I haven't played a while. You got a GameCube? You got THPS 2?
I have the American Wasteland, the one that has like all the covers of like Thursday doing the.
What did they do in that one?
Buzzcocks, I think.
That's right. Yeah, I never played it. Yeah,
I got that one. I just got Wind Waker.
I don't know what that is. I wasn't.
I got Zelda Wind Waker.
Oh, that's right. You were mentioning that. I haven't never played a Zelda game. I'm sorry. Not much of a gamer, if I'm honest.
Me neither, really, with Zelda. But sorry, I keep deterring from this.
Well, it's kind of a boring story. We've been really light.
No, she fell through the floor.
She fell through fucking floor in a dorm on her whatever opening weeks of being at college.
She should consult the bug lawyer and see if she can get like more money.
Let's get Brian on the line. Maybe we should interview Brian. That'd be fun. Let's get him on the horn.
What up, bug lawyer?
It's like what? Why? Listen, why are you branching out from bed bugs to scorpions? What's the deal? You know?
Yeah, is that normal? Did you plant the scorpion?
There's a deeper story here. I know there is.
This week after a 2-week delay, in part to address infrastructure needs, according to the interim president.
During this delayed start, we will be working to make...
Don't play music during your speech. What are we doing? This is Donald Trump rally stuff.
some maintenance upgrades to the dorms and classrooms.
St. Augustine specifically notes on its website that some buildings would be offline for the beginning of the school year due to construction and remodeling.
That's how you call it? Offline is the nomenclature for like whole floors? What are we saying here?
It's like virtual reality. So this is actually a metaverse.
It's a simulation.
Dorm. And that's maybe why because it scared her and she, I don't know, broke her ass when she fell on the the ground over here.
Honestly, I get it. I did one of those. Dennis has a headset, one of the what are those things? Oculus headsets, and there's a game where you walk out on a steel beam and then fall like 50 stories off a building. That shit's it's tough. Oh, you got one right there. You ever play that? He's going in the verse, guys. We'll see Jared later.
Oh,
he's in it.
I'm
This
Harry
lawsuit
Potter
comes
right
as
now.
the university faces a dramatic drop in enrollment this year. And after months of investigations and meetings, the university's accreditation was just reinstated in July.
Wow.
And this is the third lawsuit filed against the university in the past 5 weeks. There was one filed in August by a maintenance and janitorial company that claimed the university owed them money. Harley Haynes, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.
Great. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I had to get out of there quick. It was
Is that right?
the J.K. Rowling simulator.
Oh no, where she tries to corner you and talk to you about what real feminism is.
Yeah, actually, but you have to be her.
Oh shit!
And
it's
so
got
it's
a
like,
bunch of like
I
text
can't even get
dialogues.
through the-
It's got like a
I can't even
dialogue
get through
tree,
the tree. Yeah.
and they're all just shitty options.
It sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. You know what really sucks, and I think that this is just kind of attached. It's not. This is a pretty heavy story, and it has really nothing to do with college, but it does have to do with apartments. So I thought I'd tag this in here.
Thank you.
No video, but a man had himself delivered in a box to his ex-girlfriend's house.
Well, don't do that.
Yeah, honestly, it's not great. No one likes to be dumped. It doesn't feel good, but don't do this. And this is not a picture of it. It's a picture from photos.com of a box in front of a door. Would be cool if that was it, though. A 33-year-old man who shipped himself. This is from DutchNews.nl. So, posted himself to the house of his ex-partner in, Herneveen. Listen.
Here in a Byron.
I've never seen that many E's.
Here in Bean.
That's a lot of E's. Has been
Here in
sentenced
Bean.
to only 4 months. I added only for stalking the Leo
Arnder.
Okay, great.
Quran.
Nice. The delivery took place on May 18th and was the culmination of a series of incidents following the breakup of the couple's 1-year relationship.
Only a year?
Yeah, including the theft of her keys, trespassing, and placing a tracker in her home. The man told the magistrate that having himself delivered in a box was, quote, the only way to get in and get my stuff back. Let it go, buddy. Whatever you left, I'm sure she left something else of equal value. When I had an older partner that left, and I just recently found a well-seasoned cast iron pan. That's nice. I gained one of those. A professional level cast iron pan. That's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would have never known. Yeah.
This is a very Wile E. Coyote tactic here.
Well, it starts out kind of innocent sounding, but it's pretty fucked up. Because when he emerged from the box, the woman claims he threatened her with a gun. He then took off with the keys to the house.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no weapon was found at the man's home address, but the prosecutor said he did steal the keys as well as bombarded the woman. I'm getting ads. Bombarded the woman with
Grand Theft Auto?
Nope, with emails and created a social media account in her name. This guy's wild. It's honestly horrifying.
Nuts.
It's stuff that guys don't usually have to experience, although there was the case of that Netflix baby reindeer situation, so it does happen.
Sure.
Don't want to minimize it, but I also want to not really laugh at the situation because it's pretty fucked up.
I just imagining, like, you opened up the box and he's like, "You thought you could escape me, did you?" And he's like,
He's got a pistol?
like a pistol, like a damn like Bond villain or something. We meet again, girlfriend.
This sucks. So the woman placed a camera in her home. Where's the video? After the incident with the box. Oh, that makes sense. Which showed the man had turned up in her house 3 times because he had the keys. Interesting. Why is it's loading weird ads? I'm so sorry.
The internet is unusable.
Yeah.
Is what we've learned. Awful.
So he kept showing up, and during one of his visits, he placed a tracker behind the cooker, which I imagine is the oven. Well, would it be? Why he knows where she's at? Like, she's not carrying the oven with her. Interesting. The man claimed the woman had given permission. Does anyone from Deutschland know what a cooker is in reference to? The man claimed the woman. Okay.
Instapot.
Yeah, she's carrying around like a damn Boston Marathon bomber. What's going on here?
I guess so.
The man claimed the woman had given permission to for the visits. I don't believe that's true, and that the keys were given to him earlier. But that didn't impress the magistrate, who agreed to the prosecutor's demands of 4 months in jail and a 3-year restraining order. I say triple all of that, probably, just to start. Wow.
Yeah, you like put it behind the cooker to make sure the apartment wasn't going to go anywhere.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That's a stinker of a story, but yeah, not fun. But I guess it kind of is pushing us in a direction. What do you think?
Going to
what do you got?
Life? We got
Can we talk about work?
This one sucks shit.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah. So this is
This sucks.
Olympics are they're pretty fun to watch. I didn't find myself
passing the torch.
Sure. Yeah, it's kind of cool, right?
You ever run with a torch and you hand the torch to somebody?
Well, I heard that Tom Cruise snatched the torch up and took it to LA, right? Yeah, he put it in the back of those big those jets and did Mach whatever all over the ocean and then dropped it out.
He actually walked on water out there. It was pretty crazy to see.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
I didn't witness any of the Olympics. I was far too busy, unfortunately. But I wish I did. Heard it was fun, and I mean, I imagine most things Olympic are fun, right? Right.
We try to be. Handing off torches.
She had a severe percentage of burns.
Wait.
Which unfortunately led to multiple.
No, that was it. That was it. That was the beginning of it.
She had a severe percentage of burns, which unfortunately led to multi-organ failure.
What has happened to us has been happening across the country, and I think we should not take away attention from the so many people, especially the 79 who are still in prison.
Yeah, I don't know. This is awful. Yeah, apparently a Ugandan Olympian. Do you know how to pronounce her last name, or am I going to struggle through this one too? Rebecca Cheptegei
or something.
Yeah.
I can't.
Died.
I thought I had a different video in there. My apologies.
No,
I'm
that's
having
okay.
a hard time with the internet today.
Yeah, you are. She was set on fire by her boyfriend in an attack at her home. That's awful. That's yeah. Wow. Apparently, it seems like it's an ongoing problem. Violence towards women in that part of the world. That's not great. Got it. Yeah. Oh, ex-boyfriend too. I love that this article said boyfriend. Yeah. Wow. Okay. She has died. Rebecca has died days after being doused in petrol, which is fancy for gasoline, and set on fire by her former boyfriend, the 33-year-old Ugandan marathon runner, who competed in the recent Paris Olympics, had suffered extensive burns after Sunday's attack. The authorities in northwest Kenya, where she lived and trained, said that that she was targeted after returning home from church with her 2 daughters. Jesus.
Cheptegei?
Yeah, did someone phonetically? Yeah, Cheptegei.
Cheptegei.
Yeah, that sounds right. The father, Joseph Cheptegei, said that he had lost a, quote, very supportive daughter. Interesting. He makes it a little bit about himself. I'm not going to judge him too harshly, but fellow Ugandan athlete James Kurwa told the BBC about her generosity and how she had helped out the other runners financially. Interesting. The report filed by a local administrator alleged that the athlete and her ex-partner had been wrangling over a piece of land. Police say an investigation is underway. Wow. Yeah. Attacks on women have become a major concern in Kenya. In 2022, at least 34% of women said they had experienced physical violence, according to a national survey. Quote, this tragedy is a stark reminder of the urgent need to combat gender-based violence, which has increasingly affected even elite sports, said the Kenya's sports minister. Wow. That's bleak, man. I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah,
really,
I didn't
really
either. Just a little bit ago.
Really important to share that. That's another example of, violence, towards women when people get out of relationships. It's disgusting. It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking shitty.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was...
I mean, we could turn this up a little bit. Cremains, cremons. Come on, what's the difference? Let's talk a bit about the death industry.
A former Carlinville funeral director is accused of giving the wrong cremated remains to hundreds of families.
Hundreds. They're doing it again.
He closed out some...
Oh, we got a lot of tabs going. It's slowing down your side.
Yeah.
Now a lawsuit filed in Sangamon County, Illinois, is seeking restitution for the alleged negligence. 5 News Side's Holden Herwicki spent the day going over the lawsuit. He's in the newsroom with details.
Well, Kelly, according to that lawsuit, Heinz Funeral Home in Carlinville gave out the wrong cremains to roughly 800 families between...
I remember I discovered the word cremains on this show. 800 is a lot, though, right?
800, yeah, that dropped my damn jaw right there.
That's a lot of I mean, I can't even imagine.
We've been talking about it, but
how many years you got to work at a funeral home to burn 800 bodies? How many are you doing a day? I don't even know how often they heat up the oven. I think it takes a while, but
yeah, you gotta do like a body batch.
It's
like meal prepping.
Do it twice a week, right? Yikes. I guess that's efficient, right? You don't want to waste it. It takes a little bit of time.
Heinz Funeral Home in Carlinville gave out the wrong cremains to roughly 800 families.
Are powering whole towns,
It's true. Oh, Jesus, I actually don't know how you do that, but Soylent Green is people, but also green energy is people, right?
Drink up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Families between 2017 until 2023. Though the funeral home has since closed, attorney Joseph Craven says more victims are coming forward every day.
Ringing out the hook.
Sangamon County Coroner's Office, how can I help you?
When Sangamon County Coroner Jim Allman started investigating the possibility that Heinz Funeral Home in Carlinville was giving out the wrong cremains, he admits he didn't know what he was getting himself into.
You don't want this guy in your ass. He's a serious detective. I like this guy.
And
yeah, you don't care.
No, I think he does care a lot. He doesn't care about you. He'll grab you by the collar and wring your neck.
His name Jim Almond.
That's pretty good.
Years of doing this, I've never seen anything like this. This has been going on
that mallard back there
for at least a couple years.
Yeah, I love that the focus, whoever this doing camera work here.
They're like, look at this damn mallard. He's got a duck display.
Yeah, his face is blurry. That mallard is stunning and popping. It's in perfect frame. I love it.
According to a sworn affidavit signed by Allman, he's since confirmed that Heinz gave out the wrong cremains to 75.
That looks so close to the ketchup brand. Like, I know the name, but even the lettering on that funeral home, they have a subsidiary? They're in the condiments and
they're in the tomato biz, but then they also they're handing out the wrong cremains.
Like, I mean,
800 times.
It's close. It's close. I'll just drag this over here. You can't see it, Jared. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just the word looks. Yeah. It's close enough for me to move on without talking about it more.
Families.
I've spoken to a lot of people who have spread ashes, buried ashes. We've had a few good endings, but more bad than good.
Okay, I didn't even think about that. Like, it's traumatic, I guess, to have spread the wrong ashes, but then for the person who had the ashes, like, of their dad spread by someone else, that's also pretty bad. I don't know what's worse, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like we've talked about this a lot of times, and I'm like, it's sort of that you're also just throwing away like a whole wooden box as well. You know what I mean?
Wait, do you throw away the box too? Because I know it comes in a box, and it also comes in a bag in the box, right? Like,
don't they like? Don't you like if you're getting cremated? Don't you have to like still purchase like coffin? Why I couldn't think of the word.
Oh yes, you do have to. You do have to have a coffin. I don't know how like significant.
So then they gotta like burn you inside the coffin, then, right? They're not just like reusing the coffin and then like reselling the coffin. So I just in my head they're burning the coffin also. So like when you're throwing away, when you're disposing of ashes, you're throwing away like a bunch of like pine box as well, you know? Like I don't know. To me, I'm just like not very precious about stuff like this, so I don't really.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
they shouldn't be doing this. It's like obviously the wrong thing to be doing, but also people are. I don't know. If this happened to me, I'd be like, well, that's dumb. I guess I threw away somebody else's dad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I would like hang on to it too hard.
I will start the
more
poll.
about like.
So the poll
to me, it's more about the like.
Oh, it's
the significance of like.
Yeah, it's the
doing
saying goodbye.
The thing, you know? Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know it's definitely just like this is a ceremony of me like processing my grief, right? But the idea of like having your like, because like, you know, it's not gross to have like your loved one's ashes in your hands, but then you find out it could be some other person you never met. That's very intimate. Like.
That guy's ashy dick in your hands.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really. It doesn't sound good, but yeah,
just crumbled.
It's not great.
That's why attorney Joe Craven has filed suit against the former Heinz Funeral Home director.
We filed several different counts within our lawsuit. They all revolve around the general allegations of negligent mishandling and misrepresenting to the various family members that the
Craven and
Craven
attorney
are in fact the remains.
Should we look him up too?
The lawsuit seeks up to $50,000 in damages for each.
I mean, at this point, we kind of have to vet all attorneys.
We gotta know
right?
who our lawyers are. Yeah,
they're like the cool guys that we have at this point. Let's see. This is Joseph Craven at Craven and Craven. Counselors at law. Don Craven and Joseph Craven. Yeah, let's see. CravenLawOffice.com. Craven and Craven. Joe Craven.
I'm craving justice.
He has a bio that is empty on a website that looks like it was made in GeoCities. So not that much going on here. His dad though has a full page.
Yeah. What up, Don Craven?
I like Don Craven. Don's pretty cool. It looks like it's a full-blown...
Carbondale.
Yeah, this guy's kind of cool. So testified before committees in Illinois General Assembly on media. Huh. Service areas are First Amendment.
Damn, we can get it, dude. Copyright. We might need
Freedom of
that.
Information Act. I like a FOIA.
We talked about a FOIA the other day.
Governments. Commercial litigation,
Standard
boring
government
stuff. Yeah, I get it. All right, and his son,
Joey,
he's got to fill out his page.
Or in fact, the remains of your loved one.
The lawsuit seeks up to $50,000 in damages for each family impacted by the mismanagement at Heinz.
Our goal here is, in the civil system, not necessarily to punish any criminal action, obviously. We can only try to make the aggrieved parties whole.
To this point, it's believed as many as 800 families across Illinois, Missouri, Iowa, California, and Oregon could be impacted, and Craven believes the number of victims could continue to grow.
So our biggest goal here is that we can try as best we can to help these family members achieve the closure that they thought they had.
Why does he have his wedding photo, though, as this image?
It's the only one they could pull.
Yeah.
They took it from his Facebook.
I mean, we could look that up. That sounds kind of... Nah, we don't have time for that. We got more stories. So, I mean, yeah, pretty fucked up.
It sounds like, though, that people are seeking Heinz funeral home out across many states. It's not really like, California, Oregon, but also like, what do you say, Kentucky or something like that?
Yeah, maybe they're really good at this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe like this not getting your loved one's remains is more of a feature, not a bug.
Yeah. And we only have one comment on this video. It's from Bella Stanis. I don't know. My boyfriend said this video reminds me of us trying to do something together. We laughed until we cried. So apparently she and her boyfriend never do anything right. And I hope that they don't work at a funeral home. I hope it's not too
They're just giving away the ashes just to anybody. They do a coat check, and then they have, one of those wild coat check situations where they've given the wrong coat out to somebody.
Oh, damn. And they just keep doing it, and it becomes a big
no, we have to follow everyone home now.
Yeah. Jared, in chat, do you know where you're going when you die?
All dogs go to heaven.
No, I'm not.
I am a scruffy little fella.
Okay. I'm not talking about heaven or hell, but physically. The next story.
Sarlacc pit.
Nope. Different.
Off the cliff face onto some rocks.
After you die, sometimes you have a bit of a Weekend at Bernie's type situation. This is kind of that, but a little bit different.
From our 8 News Now investigators, a disturbing discovery right out in the open. A woman is accused of breaking into a funeral home and stealing a casket with a body inside.
That's disappointing, right? Like, you think once you're in the casket, you're in the clear, right? It's heavy. Like, you've reached your eternal resting point, and you're just kind of waiting to be tucked into soil. But that's not what happened 2 days ago.
That body ending up right on Charleston Boulevard. 8 News Now investigator David Charles tells us how police tracked her down.
It was about 3 a.m. when somebody called police about a body laying right here out in the open. Turns out it came from a casket inside this funeral home.
Someone came across a loose body.
I saw this.
Did you? All right.
I did.
Oh, wow.
Las Vegas Metro Police say 47-year-old Patricia Sierra smashed a front door at Affordable Cremation and Burial Service, removing a casket with a body in it from the building and then dumping the remains out front. Those remains belonging to a woman in her 60s who died 2 weeks ago and who had a viewing at the home.
No way is this place called Affordable Cremation and Burial Services. Come on. That's disrespectful. If you have a family member who you're like, well, I guess we'll take them to Affordable. You got to take them to
I only got like $500.
Well, I understand that, it shouldn't cost an arm and a leg.
This is Las Vegas, though, too. Do you think, could it be?
What do you mean?
Bug lawyer?
You think
is this him?
So that's funny. I just remembered that we did a whole segment on the Missoula cremation place called Just Cremation.
Yeah.
But you can, oh wow, you can get the remains solidified. That's kind of cool. I've never heard of that. Oh, this video. Wait, is your dad solidified?
Into like a diamond thing or something.
Really? Did they resin him? Or is it like...
No, I think they like press the ashes. They like put it under pressure. It takes like, I don't know.
Huh.
Like a year.
I didn't know you could. I didn't know you. Wait, it takes a year to compress?
Yeah, I guess. I don't really know the process, but yeah, like it turns, you can, like my cousin also did this. She had a like a ring made, like a second wedding ring or whatever, like made with like a diamond from her husband's ashes.
Oh,
so
wow.
She could like wear it all the time. And then like my oldest sister did that with, I think, a necklace or something with my dad's ashes.
So you're just kind of spreading them out. That's interesting.
Yeah. I think it just, it gives just another opportunity to cash in.
All right.
Cash in on the death cycle.
Yes, brother. That's cool. Dwayne Lamar.
No, it's cool. People deal with it, however. And
so if you don't have a picture, you can pick from
positive
stock images, which is kind of nice.
Can you put a hummingbird on mine?
I just want like a clip art of
a dove.
That'd be cool if you could just clip art some dove for me.
Or look at Richard.
Richard looks good. I think that is the last picture of Richard, probably, right? Like
God looked around his garden and found an empty place.
No. No. All right, let's not make fun of these guys. They didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything. Yeah. Okay. And honestly, the reviews are great. They have a 4.9 out of 5 with 500 reviews almost. So this place is great. I'm sorry I talked bad about it. They've been serving families since 1995, and it seems like they've done an exceptional job. So sorry. I'm sorry.
Hours earlier, officers investigating the break-in say they noticed flower petals leading out the door.
No, there's no way there were flower petals.
From inside, later leading to their suspect. 2 days later, a person called police saying the woman in the video was at a nearby convenience store. Officers then arrested Sierra, who said she didn't remember the incident and blacked out after drinking 6 beers.
No.
And the new Fanta Rotten Apple or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, the Beetlejuice soda. I didn't try it. I don't know.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that's not. Maybe I'm getting old. I can't. I'm not interested in that.
Fanta fell off, man.
The only time I did Fanta in the past few years is because, like, if it was a mystery flavor. For some reason, I'm a sucker for like trying to figure out what
they got
the
a
mystery
new mystery
is.
flavor coming out, I think.
No, god damn it, I don't.
Yeah, it's Halloweeny, but right now it's Beetlejuiced.
Yeah, which is apple or some shit. I don't know.
It's apple pie. It's disgusting.
Really?
It's got
like a vanilla thing. Yuck! I'm not interested.
No, not even
the
vanilla.
Home.
Really?
Gross.
Yeah,
it's trash. Throw it in the trash.
Throw it in the
Declining
trash.
to comment Wednesday, citing the ongoing police investigation. Police say Sierra was apologetic and told them she didn't mean any harm by this burglary. A judge set bail at $11,000. Near Charleston and Rancho, I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
See, Charnes knows
Our 8 News Now investigators also reached out to the state funeral board to see if it is involved. We have not heard.
I forgot I linked a video in the chat.
I couldn't. Yeah, what was it? Let's see.
I don't know.
Something good. Oh, it's a Sarlacc pit.
I guess you don't know me very well, Mom.
What? Why are we watching a clip from The Good Son?
Something about like where your body ends up when you die.
Oh, sure.
About like I'd like to get pushed off a cliff into some rocks.
I feel like we should subscribe to this channel. Macaulay Culkin in The Good Son is the name of this YouTube channel.
It's 774 before us. We should join up for sure.
They got
Home Alone funny scene.
5 clips for. I mean, honestly, It's a good scene.
Let's look at the funny scene.
See, I mean, since this has to go back up on
When he
YouTube,
slips.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel Stern.
Chris Columbus classic.
Yeah.
You know, he worked on the Gremlins, so I thought that maybe it was
All right.
a Joe Dante film when we were talking about it.
We can do this one. It's gonna get us hit on
as she's
YouTube.
gonna-
Now that
as
we're
she's gonna
YouTubers.
He's gonna slip and hit his head.
All right, one more shout out to Affordable Cremation and Burial Service. I'm really sorry, you guys.
And
are fine.
I didn't mention. I think I broke my toe today.
Oh, really? How'd you do that?
I like stepped weird on this like step stool back here. I keep feeling it in my foot right now. I got like the very like tip of my middle finger toe.
Okay, yeah.
On my right foot. It's just purple.
Oh man, that's the worst.
And it hurts pretty bad.
So Dennis isn't here. I'm sorry about your foot, by the way. That's terrible.
Thinking about injuries, Joe Pesci.
Of course, funny
Shout out
ones.
to Joe Pesci. It's
So
funny.
Dennis isn't here, but before we took our little hiatus, he dropped this in as his video, and I haven't seen it yet, but let's take a peek. It's like I want to make sure it's framed correctly. Let's see. Because I just saw someone go in the door here up top in the top right corner. Is there audio?
What the hell?
Yeah, wait. I don't know if we should rewind or watch the whole video, but I don't know what just happened. Okay.
Okay, go back to about right there.
So, just for folks who are just listening, we're watching some sort of home security camera outside what is, I think it must be a back door or a back entrance of, I can't tell if it's an apartment complex, a business, or a home. I'm guessing it's an apartment or a home because it's got two cars parked behind it and a motorcycle. Don't know what language it is, but a guy entered the door in the top right corner and then was, I guess,
wow, that's a guy. That's a fucking guy.
That's a man, who just got thrown out the door kind of aggressively.
No, not even out the door. It flies through between the two vehicles and slams into, like, it does like a Mighty Mouse transition. Just, boom. You see that?
It's so strange because, like, to me, it looks like there's a fly or something.
But
or like
but
a
it
moth.
follows to where the body hits the door.
Yeah. No, it comes after, but I don't know what it is. And then he's just ragdolled. He's on the ground. He's not moving.
What do you mean it comes out like the?
So it seems to me
it's like not a body when we see.
So there's the whatever that is.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of click. Well, and it is timed pretty much at the same time. So there it comes.
It just totally
hits.
ragdolls into the door at first.
I don't know.
Slides off the little stoop and the legs drop. It looks realistic, I guess. So we have a shadow,
a dog, and
back.
a woman and a man come up. Wow, and he seems to not be doing very well. And this is on Reddit, so we could read some of the comments here. This video is absolutely wild. Haven't ever seen anything like it. Looks like there's lots of reflection on the side of the vehicle. Not sure if it's from traffic or what. Someone says, I need to know more. What the fuck? I've learned how to turn on. Okay. If you slow it down frame by frame, it legitimately looks like whatever that orb is turns into the guy and slams into the front door and falls over. Then he says, obviously that's in the case, but frame by frame, it seriously looks like it transforms into him. Some might argue that you might be wrong about what you might be right about what you think is wrong. Okay. And then scrubbing the videos only made me more confused, says the McRib is back. I don't think it's a bug. It comes out from behind that round thing, not from out of the screen. There is an odd light that shines to the right of the round object the moment before it hits, and the door does not budge until the flying object arrives, so coincidence seems unlikely. Wow, good drop, Dennis.
Weird.
Yeah, that's an odd one.
Wait. What does this person say he has highlighted?
Wait,
I understand the bug argument. Go down right here.
This guy here. You want to read it?
Why does it get bigger? I understand the bug argument, but why does it get bigger? And not just a little bit bigger, a lot bigger. The distance between where the dot was at 18:58:04 and when it moves and swings around wasn't far, clearly because of how fast it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of a bug getting bigger to hit someone. Use the scrubber to see the point of impact, and it does actually hit him.
So now they're thinking that a bug hit him? Or an orb? I don't know. Wow. Chat, what do you think is going on here? This is...
Nobody's standing there, so you know what I mean? Like, what is that guy just like materializes?
Was the door open?
It is, but it's like... go back to the very beginning.
Yeah,
Let's
the guy goes in.
Okay, and so the door is... Go back further. Go back further. Does he open the door?
It starts with the door open, and he pauses and goes in.
Okay. So potentially the door is open right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
door.
You see the screen.
And can we identify that as the same guy? Maybe.
White shoes.
Possibly. I don't know. There's a little bit of information at the top here. So this happened a few days ago in my hometown in Colombia. A really fast and strange object knocked a man down to the floor through the stairs. Okay. He had 24 stitches at the hospital. I wouldn't classify this as an orb, as some of my friends think neither an animal. What do you guys think? Huh. Wow. Great job, Dennis. Making his presence known from a distance. This is a story that you put in, as well as Kate in the Discord. She submitted this. Personally, I've always thought that being a banker would be probably like one of the most boring jobs imaginable. Sitting counting money that isn't yours seems kind of boring. But
I don't think they're even counting physical money.
No, maybe not here, but a boring job could take your life. You could be bored to death, at least in this situation.
A death at a Wells Fargo office has some asking why it took so long to find the body. Police in Tempe, Arizona say a bank employee went to work on Friday morning but never came back home. Officers say they were not called to that office until 4 days later, and that's when they found the 60-year-old woman's body. Some employees who wanted to stay anonymous say that several people did notice a bad odor, but they thought it was just a faulty plumbing issue.
Wait a second.
A Wells Fargo issue.
4 days?
4 days. This woman just smoldered.
I mean, what was
in Arizona?
Oh my God!
In Tempe, Arizona. Dead in the office.
You got it.
That's a cold office, but
yeah, I was gonna say I've never been in a warm bank. Like they're always very well regulated. You know?
Yeah, not a Wells Fargo in Arizona. That thing's a cool 71 degrees.
I was gonna say that's about as low as it goes over there, but 4 days, like, you would think
it's
that
gonna even get the
even your time clock,
smelling.
your time clock should let you know that someone's been there for more than 24. You would think, right?
Yeah, but who's looking at that? HR is not. They got their hands tied with all these internal affairs with Wells Fargo. You see all these employees that like don't want to be named in the news for fear of like recognition by the company. Like, don't talk to the news. We'll fire you for that. Wells Fargo is like notoriously
really. I don't know that.
They're a bunch of dickheads. I'll stand on that.
I mean, I assume that any major bank is not incredible. Let's be honest.
Body was there about 4 days before
it was Labor Day weekend.
Oh God. Oh, okay. So maybe it was a long weekend. Okay.
This video came out 8 days ago, however.
So it says she checked into work August 16th at 7 a.m. So that's not Labor Day weekend?
Not Labor Day. No, Labor Day was just this last Monday.
Yeah.
There about 4.
They thought it was just a faulty plumbing issue.
Body was there about 4 days before anybody found it, before anybody walked up to her and just to say hi, make sure she's okay.
Oh my God. She's Milton in Office Space. Like, she could just die and no one would ever find her. It took 4 days for people to go like talk to her. She didn't talk.
Will I die and make this place smell?
Oh God.
Just laying on her desk.
Wow. Well, Wells Fargo spokesperson says they are providing counselors to the employees at that Tempe office to support them. Staff, though, has questioned why
for it.
Yeah, and they have to clean it up.
Has questioned why security teams didn't find that woman sooner, and Tempe police say they do not suspect any foul play here, but they are working with the Maricopa County medical examiner to figure out how she died. A death out of Wells.
Wow. Okay. This is a wild story. I didn't hear anything about this until today, if I'm honest, when I was digging through looking at stories. But Denise Prunholm is dead, and there's an investigation underway in Tempe, Arizona. Is that where Jimmy Eat World's from?
They're from Bleed American.
Interesting. Wells Fargo employee died on the job, but there's a new timeline released by police that suggests that she was there for, like they said, 4 days before. Quote, "It's really heartbreaking, and I'm thinking, what if I were just sitting there?" A worker said, "No one would check on me?" That reminds me, we should check on the remember the Frozen boys? The football guys?
Oh, yeah.
What happened to them?
Did we figure out what happened to our guys? Was
David
that also
Harrington?
in Arizona or something?
No, I was just thinking about it, like how that guy was sleeping for 2 days without thinking about his buddies who were missing and frozen in his backyard. So
yeah,
that was David Harrington, Ricky Johnson, and Clayton McGuiney.
McGruber.
No, do we have an update? February, March. Here we go. Dad of KC man found dead in yard with 2 friends. Confirmed son had cocaine and fentanyl in his system. I think we probably landed there, right? I think that we did end there somewhere. I believe he intended to get drunk, the father of David Harrington told police, but the drugs, I'm not buying that. I'm not arguing that was what they found in his system, but how it got into his system, we still don't know. Oh, come on.
Through his fucking nose, Daddy-o.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Pa, but your son did some drugs while eating hot wings with his friends. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, it's not great, but...
Fine.
Yeah, that's... I think that's probably where this ended. We can't blame the guy who survived. That's not okay. Remember, everyone was thinking
on Instagram.
We should probably follow up with that guy. I bet there's some fairly significant.
You want to come on our show and talk about it?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the scoop. If I'm honest, I think unless he has a really bad lawyer like the bedbug guy, I think his lawyer would say maybe don't go on the weird podcast. What are you eating over there, by the way?
Sorry.
No, I'm curious. I'm actually.
I got the Doritos Smart Food.
Oh, I've tried it. I don't think the Doritos nacho cheese flavor is strong enough, if I'm being real with you.
I think it's great.
It's good. I just think they could turn it up a little bit. They're freaking Doritos. They're supposed to be knocking your socks off. It's kind of a mellow.
I'm into it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. The body was found inside the Wells Fargo corporate office. Okay, they're not doing money right there, but still. An associate who spoke with 12 News anonymously said the situation is troubling. To hear she's been sitting at her desk like that would make me feel sick, the worker said. Well, you should feel sick because that is exactly what happened. And nobody did
you were breathing it in, you
Yeah,
freak.
it's kind of gross. And that's how she spent her last moments. Yeah, I guess she had a cubicle around her office, but just walk around the office.
She was a hoarder like Milton was at the end there.
No, this is bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple updates. Let's see if we can learn some more. This is the next day news report.
New details tonight in a bizarre story that has grabbed worldwide attention. A Wells Fargo employee found dead at her desk in Tempe 4 days after she badged in. Tonight, we continue to hear from people who work there wondering how it could have taken so long to find the woman. 12 News journalist Jade Cunningham continues her reporting on this tragic story tonight, hearing from workers who are raising new concerns.
Do you think they're going to be anonymous again?
Yeah, none of them showed themselves. I don't think.
Employees sharing these images of a Wells Fargo third floor where a coworker's body was found at a desk.
Wait, is that like mist? What's going on at the end of that hall?
It's just like these like weird liminal spaces.
What the fuck? Is that a ghost's hallway? What's going on?
Yeah.
4 days after showing up for work.
It's like filled with smoke.
This is where you die and no one knows where you are. It's
Oh
like
my
these,
god!
like,
I hope her ghost gets out
endless
of there.
hallways.
Imagine dying and then this is your purgatory. Is like hallways and cubicles that are empty. Oh my
Freaking
god!
everybody out.
I don't even like thinking about that.
Materializing through the cubicle.
I don't like it.
Surprised me, unfortunately, and to hear like somebody's just sitting at their desk, nobody's checking on them.
Tempe police have identified the woman as 60-year-old Denise Prudhomme. Sources who work at that Wells Fargo telling 12 News Prudhomme was found on the third floor of the office building near Washington Street and Priest Drive.
Monday we came to work and they were reporting on the smell.
Of course, they're anonymous and they're doing. This is classic news stuff, and I miss them using an anonymous silhouette and the voice modulator. I love that. What is it, Jordan Peterson over there?
Yeah,
that's
him. We're
This person who spoke with us
at Wells Fargo.
Yeah, he wouldn't. I mean, I bet they have Wells Fargo in Canada, right?
Anonymously
Sure.
over fear of retaliation, didn't know Prudhomme, but says she was found in a remote part of the building. They say with employees working from home, it's unclear how many were on the third floor at the time of death. Still, 4 days went by before Prudhomme was found. It's hard for coworkers to believe.
It really blows my mind that no one's seen this woman. The way that these offices are set up, somebody had to have walked past her.
Multiple sources also telling 12 News there's concern about how the area was cleaned up, claiming a professional cleaning crew was never called in to help.
Oh my god, how did I call
so
that?
they did. Yeah,
Oh
so
my
they
God.
did end up having to move her out themselves.
Oh my god. I mean, that is a manager's duty. If someone dies on shift, it is your responsibility to take care of it.
You gotta get him to the trash chute.
Honestly,
at the end of the hallway.
I mean, that's why you get paid the big bucks.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You gotta
Christ.
have the most muscles too to hoist this body up into the metal chute.
They got a corporate
Gotta
gym.
go.
Just take 30 minutes
Yeah.
a day. You're fine.
To know that I work in this building and to know that this is a company that I, like working at, and to know that this is how they handle things is not right.
Wells Fargo releasing a new statement saying in part, we are deeply saddened by the loss of our colleague
We
Denise.
really are.
We are in contact with her
But-
family to ensure they are well supported during this difficult time. A cause of death is still pending. Tempe
Okay.
police denying 12 News'
They're gonna
request
sue-
for an interview,
they're
saying
gonna
they
sue
have
the
so far
family.
released everything they can in regards to this case.
Well, fuck. All right.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna sue that family. They don't stand a chance.
Yeah, I absolutely. 4 days is too long.
No. Wells Fargo's gonna sue the family. That's
Oh,
what
of
we're gonna
course. Yeah, they're
update ya.
evil and bad. Yes, I forgot about that. So this is the
I can't
first
believe that you
statement.
let your loved one die here. It sounds like you don't love them at all.
And we had to put her up in the chute.
Yeah, we had to. Yeah,
we had to do that.
Threw his damn back out. Her damn manager.
Yeah,
she's 60 years old. He's 25, and also the nephew of Wells Fargo himself.
Of course, it's Paul Wells.
He had to touch a yucky dead body.
Yeah, and he's freaking bummed out. He's not having a good time.
This.
New details.
He's on
now
trauma
at 5.
leave now.
We're
You have
learning
to
the
pay his
timeline
bills.
after a 60-year-old woman was found dead at
I
her
don't know if
desk
this is gonna add
4
anything.
days later. Tempe, Arizona
No,
police
no,
say
no,
Denise Prudhomme scanned into work
San
at Wells
Antonio.
Fargo corporate office at 7 a.m. on Friday, August 16th. Her body was found the following Tuesday after a colleague saw her. Much of the office works remotely. Prudhomme's cubicle was reportedly on the
so
third floor. And
Nothing
Same
new.
info.
Nothing new. Wow. I mean, I imagine we gotta follow that story, right? We gotta follow that
Crazy.
up.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Leave it in the updates column.
Yeah. I think. Oh man. I think it's time. Pardon me. There's fireworks in the background for some reason. Maybe there's a baseball game going on.
Yeah, the paddle heads are getting busy.
Yeah, the paddle heads, because we have all of these moose around here.
What everyone calls them is paddle heads. You've all heard of this before.
Of course,
It's
yeah.
A real thing that people are saying.
Yeah, I think this might be one of the last stories of the night. And this, it popped on my radar maybe, was it last night? It was last night. It's one of the most shocking things that we've ever covered, and we've got some more details tonight. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, if this is any indication right here, just this
still here.
Still, yeah.
Dozens of animals killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
San Francisco's sheriff's deputies in Monterey County are investigating a shocking case of animal cruelty. A man shot and killed 81 farm animals in a shooting spree that as of right now has no explanation. KTV's Mark Sayer reports a large cache of weapons was also found during the investigation.
How do you kill 80 of anything? By yourself.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never heard of anything like this. Yeah, we'll dive into an article in a second, but I guess I have a picture we could share really quick of what was left behind, not of the animals, but
okay.
Yeah, I'm glad I jumped. This is an image of a bunch of empty. I was going to say banana style clips, but I think that these are all legally purchased, maximum capacity 25 shot semi-automatic clips. And a vest was left behind. I don't know why you would bring that with you, but yeah.
It was down Avery Lane, a narrow private road in the town of Prunedale, just off of Highway 101, that the shootings occurred. By the time it was over, 81 farm animals were found dead.
These animals varied from miniature horses to goats. There were chickens and ducks.
God, I don't know why it makes me feel worse that they're miniature horses.
Because they never really got to run free.
Yeah, from birth, they were always kind of the spectacle and a possession. They never were wild,
Yeah, you could live in a house and you're a horse.
That's true. There's some benefits. There's some perks. However, not every mini horse is treated like little Sebastian in Parks and Recreation.
I wonder if they're going to do an 80 animal funeral.
Oh my God. I don't think there's much left of some of these animals.
Pigs, we had cockatoos, different types of animals. These were
Not
all
the
people's
cockatoo.
pets.
Yeah.
They were being cared for by individuals, and they were all shot and killed.
When deputies later served a search warrant at the suspect's home, they found this cache of weapons and an estimated 2,000 rounds of ammunition. They included 5 long guns, a shotgun, and a handgun. A total of 8 guns were seized at the original scene, bringing to 15 the total number of guns recovered. Where all of these guns came from some remains part of the investigation.
Within those firearms, we had at least one assault rifle. We had 2 unregistered or unserialized firearms, which are commonly referred to as ghost guns.
Oh, just kidding. We know that they're just 3D printed guns. Yeah, that's awful. Wow. There's a lot of fireworks going off right now. I don't know what's going on. I could look it up. Oh, good. I'm glad folks can't hear. But holy shit, man. Ghost guns. And a lot of...
He went and shot a cockatoo with a goddamn rifle.
Well, also guinea pigs, too.
He shot a guinea pig with a rifle.
Yeah. Yeah.
This all started around 3:30 a.m. on Tuesday morning when 911 callers spanning a 5-mile radius from the scene began calling to report gunshots. Deputies say the gunfire continued for at least 3 hours as they ordered a shelter in place while they searched for the shooter. But it was not until morning, with the use of drones, that deputies were able to locate the suspect, identified as...
That's him? Where's this guy getting all these guns? He looks like he is fairly unhoused, if I'm being honest. His shirt's soiled and ripped. His pants are low and ill-fitting. What the hell?
Looks like the Brooklyn Brawler.
I don't know who that guy is. But is he a professional wrestler?
Yeah, of course he is. A jobber in the 90s.
Sure, that's good.
This 39-year-old
get his ass kicked.
Yeah. How do you feel about all those professional wrestlers being part of the Unfinished Beef Netflix competition eating thing between Kobe and Joey Chestnut?
I only saw Rey Mysterio and the Giant Omos on there.
Yeah, that was them.
And what, like maybe like the one lady who was like a former
one of the hosts
or something like that. Yeah.
I mean,
with Rob Riggle.
Yeah, the Wriggler. One time I shook Wriggle's hand. He's a good guy. Not that bad.
Yeah.
I don't know where he lines up politically, but he seems like an alright guy.
Yeah.
Big hands, obviously.
Seems like a big guy.
He's a big guy. And I mean, the thing is, he's big, but he's like Midwestern big. He's not like...
Yeah.
He's not
like Wisconsin.
Yeah, he's like 6'3", probably 6'4" at most. You know, he's not like a giant, but he's a big guy.
No, it's big guy.
It's kind of a big guy.
I dropped a link in here for when you mentioned hamsters.
Okay, is it the hamster dance?
Did you ever play this game?
What is this?
Maniac Mansion, it's called.
Oh wow, is this a Super Nintendo?
It was a DOS game.
Oh,
and
wait, did you just put a hamster in the microwave there?
Microwave, and you blew him up. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what this guy did, I guess. Here we go, back to the story. Wait, is there more to it?
Well, I don't know what happens in this version of it, but you have to kind of like avoid... Oh, I think it's too late.
Well,
you have to avoid the people that are in the house. He says,
because you're doing like fucked up shit?
Yeah, there's not a lot of like fucked up shit you can do in this game, but this is the thing that...
Yum. Should I take white meat or dark meat? You blew up a... Oh, this game is foul.
So I would like... When I was a child, would leave the hamster in the microwave so that the owner would find it.
Sure, yeah, that seems fun.
And then he would rage out, and then it'd kind do wake up the house a little bit more.
Yeah, it sounds like it was his pet, so that's kind of that makes sense.
You do steal it from a cage in his room when he leaves to go get a Pepsi from the fridge. I think.
That tracks. But
yeah, it's like an old LucasArts game.
And also found that
LucasArts did that.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
Locate the suspect.
Or a Sierra? LucasArts, though, I think.
I don't know. I've heard of it, though.
39-year-old Vicente Arroyo, and also found the dead animals. While the motive for the shooting remains unknown, deputies say they do know one thing for sure.
Definitely allowed us to say with great confidence that we've prevented another tragedy from happening in the future.
Wait a second. What? Like that's the angle they're going with? He may have killed 81 pets, but we stopped someone from doing some awful things in the future. This is pretty substantial. I've never heard of someone honestly killing this many things.
It's fucking nuts.
It's a lot of things. And I don't want to say things. It's a lot of
it's like
pets.
unmatched. aggression.
Yeah.
How are you going to take a rifle to a guinea pig?
Well, he had a bunch of different rifles.
What does that even do to the fucking?
That's
the
why I
little
said
rat?
I just don't think that there's much left after that.
It's eviscerate the stork that we had on hand here.
Let's check out the mental competency of this alleged gunman.
Vicente Arroyo in court Thursday pleading not guilty to dozens of charges involving animal cruelty, gun possession, and shooting at an inhabited dwelling.
It's 93 charges, just so everyone knows. It's almost 100. I mean, he's running up against like Trump numbers of charges from just one case.
One incident,
kind of incredible.
During an alleged shooting spree Tuesday morning that left more than 80 farm animals dead on the 16,000 block of Avery Lane in Prunedale.
This is obviously the most horrific animal cruelty case we've ever seen in this county. I'm sure.
Do we have to check in with Berkeley Brannon, the lawyer? He seemed, with a name like that, I trust him, though.
He's an oil tycoon.
Berkeley
Brannon.
Berkeley Brannon. Let's see. Small business consultants. Monterey College of Law. He works for the city of Berkeley. He's a paralegal professional. Yeah, I mean, he seems fine. He seems like the real deal. He passed the state
Reputable.
bar. Yeah, real guy.
Okay.
License, disciplinary,
No
administrative
bug lawyer
history. No charges to the license. He seems good. He's good. He's been doing it since 1987. So.
I'm sure it's in the history of the county. I've been here for 35 years, and I can tell you easily the worst.
According to the complaint, Arroyo is charged with killing goats, chickens, ducks, rabbits, and birds. Also, 3 miniature horses named Estrella, Princesa, and Lucky. The complaint alone is 48 pages long.
There's 93 separate counts involving 6.
I mean, I gotta look for the counts, right? Like, I gotta look for that document. God.
Yeah.
69 charges for massacring animals.
Prosecutors say the number of animal cruelty charges will increase as more reports come in. But on Thursday, the judge suspended future criminal proceedings after Arroyo's defense attorney raised doubt regarding the mental competency of the accused animal killer. Arroyo must now undergo a mental evaluation.
To evaluate Mr. Arroyo to determine if, number one, Mr. Arroyo has present ability to understand the proceedings against him, and number two, to rationally assist an attorney in his defense. If either one of that criteria is not met, then Mr. Arroyo will be undergoing a period of restoration of competency.
Now the court will get an update in 2 weeks as to Arroyo's mental status. In the meantime, the judge ordered he be held on a no bail hold.
Good.
Reporting from outside the Salinas Courthouse, I'm Felix Cortez, KSBW, Action News 8.
Felix,
yelling a little bit. Wow, that's a heck of a story. Yeah. Yeah. What a piece of shit. I don't know what he was thinking. Obviously, yeah, something is not working in his head. Let's see. What was his name? Was it
Arroyo?
I am trying to pull up this is in San Francisco. The one that I got was from Travis County, so that's not right.
Travis County? Isn't that me?
I think that is you, isn't it? I'm looking for the charging documents, but I can't seem to find them. I just kind of wanted to know just kind of how detailed. I want to know the kinds of pardon me, pets that were involved here.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm going to get that. 14 goats, 9 chickens, 7 ducks, 5 rabbits, a guinea pig, 33 parakeets, and cockatiels. Also killed a pony and 2 miniature horses. Some animals survived the shooting that lasted several hours, but had to be euthanized because of the severity of their injuries. So, wow.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, this is a huge bummer. And I can't believe, so 911 call started at 3:25, and then I think it took like 2 or 3 hours for people to actually do anything about this. But then the SWAT team showed up. God. So yeah, dozens of charges of animal cruelty, willful discharge of a firearm with gross negligence. You're not kidding. Illegal possession of an assault weapon, vandalism. Yeah, I wonder what he did to vandalize inside. Drug possession, wonder what he had, and making criminal threats and terrorizing while being in the possession of a firearm as a felon. Obviously, the most horrific animal cruelty case we've ever seen. Said he's the assistant district attorney, Berkeley Brandon. Wow, we'll keep our eyes on that one. I feel like we gotta have something fun to go out on, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we gotta. We could talk about.
Let's see. These are not like funny.
Oh, I forgot about these. These seem good. Let's take a peek.
Yeah. Let's have some. We'll take a dive on some medical treatments to get us out of here, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, we heard a couple stories tonight about the death industry losing bodies and switching up cremains, but these guys are alive, right, Jared? The subjects in these next stories.
They were
okay. Well, let's see what the situation is.
An Atlanta couple is now suing Emory Healthcare, accusing doctors of losing a piece of a man's skull between surgeries.
Wait. In between surgeries? How do you do that?
Yeah, they took his skull. They must have thrown his skull away.
I mean, they're really long surgeries. Like they can take brain surgeries. It's going to take a while, but.
Oh yeah. Hand me the skull. Like
I gotta visit the vending machine. I'll just slip this in my pocket for a minute, right?
Just a moment. Yeah, I needed to get some fig Newtons.
Oh, I need a 2-pack of fig Newtons out of a vending machine. $3.25.
89 cents.
Wow, that's even better. Dang.
They're hooking us up, but I don't, you got to put the dollar in, and I got 11 cents in my pocket. I'm jangling for the rest of the day.
Jeez.
Started back in 2020.
Scrubs.
Yeah, so
these are photos of Fernando Clester in his hospital bed following surgery to treat an intracerebral hemorrhage. Now, it's when Fernando and his wife claim the hospital lost part of his skull and then charged them more than $19,000 to artificially recreate it.
Wait, whoa. That's a goof up, right?
My God. They charged him $19,000 after they lost the skull.
And they put him together without the piece of his skull?
They closed his head up so he's missing a third of his head.
Yeah, for folks just listening, which again, youtube.com/Frightday, check it out. Consider subscribing there. Yeah, he's got a big old dent in his head, just skin on brain, because they closed him up. I mean, it looks like it healed.
He didn't want to pay the price, $19K. He's like, I'll take the wonky head. Imagine, if you will, a line that comes up from the outside of your eyebrow, and it goes up to the back of your noggin.
Yeah,
scoops around,
and you can feel yourself thinking
behind your ear. Yeah, you can make yourself forget math if you
by pushing.
If you just you could you could do pi on yourself.
Yeah. Wow. Damn. Okay. I've lost some things in weird ways, like you get out of, you can't find your glasses in bed the next morning or something. You accidentally misplace. Like it happens when I do screen printing. I'll lose something that I'm working with, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? I've got ink on the screen. The dryer's on.
Drummer.
What am I gonna do?
Drum key over here.
Sure. Yeah. Same thing, but you don't just move on. You don't just close up and just make do, right? You have to figure it out then.
usually find it 10 years later is my experience with that.
Yeah, this guy's gonna go home in the back of his Nissan Altima. He's gonna be cleaning it out with a vacuum
from behind his ear.
Oh
What
shit!
the heck?
How'd this get back here? Yeah.
11 Alive's Angelina Salcido is following this story for us tonight. She joins us live now from Emory Healthcare in Midtown. So, Angelina, the couple's lawyers telling you Fernando's skull was not the only body part misplaced?
It slides out the leg.
Well, Joe, and you hear that, and it's even hard to fathom that a mix-up like this would happen. The lawyer says that a note in her client's medical file let them know that he was not alone. Now, this also 2022 when Fernando Cluster fainted and was left with a very serious brain bleed. A few weeks later, he would be ready to go into surgery, but doctors would tell him that that piece of skull that they removed so his brain could heal was gone.
Wait, where was it supposed to be, in the refrigerator or something, and no one labeled it, so it got thrown out?
Yeah, it just got thrown out. It was in there for 3 weeks, too long.
Damn.
They're scared. They're terrified.
Fear it could happen again.
Oh my
Attorney
God.
Chloe
Don't
Dallaire,
do that to
representing
this poor
Fernando
man.
Cluster and his wife, trying to get the truth.
They got various contradictory messages about why surgery was postponed, and ultimately Emory told them that they had lost and misplaced a part of his skull.
This note in his medical file shows doctors couldn't find a bone flap with Cluster's identification, and several others were incomplete or missing patient identification.
It's mind-blowing, literally.
Cluster.
Well, that I don't know. That was a stretch. How many are like do you have?
Because you can see his mind blowing. Literally.
I don't. It's not blowing. It's literally just sitting there.
It's like breathing on the. Oh, this is a still image.
Yeah,
it's like gurgling.
It does kind of have like the psychedelic like Animal Collective album cover style energy just coming off of that head. It does feel like it's moving.
Big wavy.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, for the doctors to have a problem here, like they have to have more than one bone flap that's mislabeled, and they're like, well, fuck, we can't like just guess. We got to throw them both away. Because if there's one not labeled, you have to assume, right?
Well, look, it's like it's a skull. Like I it's keep them both. And they're gonna put one on there, and it
50-50 odds
fit perfect, and then you just take it out before you fuse them back together.
That's a good point. It's like a puzzle. It's gonna not fit, like if you try it. So that makes sense. Good call. You should be a doctor.
I'm just saying, like I'm really talented. I can figure things out fairly quickly on my own, and if it's a 50-50,
I like those
no
odds.
brainer.
Well, some brainer.
Would get a 3D synthetic flap implanted weeks later.
But that wouldn't be the last time that this couple found themselves at Emory Healthcare trying to fix Mr. Cluster's skull, and they would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. So let's walk through it. In November of 2022, that first visit, they would spend at least...
She's got a whiteboard, and they're doing like
about the whiteboard out, yeah.
This is news like I've never seen it before.
She said we gotta stop at Target before
only
we
to find
finish
themselves
shooting this.
back at the hospital December of 2023 because of an infection and need to remove that flap. There, they'd spend more than $110,500. March of 2024, they would come back to get a brand new flap put in for $77,700. In total, this couple would spend at least $228,200.
Due to a simple act of negligence, something that was entirely preventable, he has to live the rest of his life in fear of getting an infection in his brain and in his skull.
Now, Mr. Cluster is currently doing okay. We are looking forward to talking to him next week. I am told that should be an interesting conversation, that they're excited to give their viewpoint as well.
Because he does it telepathically now.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but skull. My dog is doing some noise here. Let's see if he's... I don't think they ever... Yes. Here we go. I mean, we got it. Should we jump to that? Why not?
We're hearing from a Decatur couple for the first time after they say doctors changed their lives forever. We first told you about this story about Fernando Cluster right here on our 11 Alive newscast Friday night. He and his wife filed a lawsuit against Emory Healthcare after doctors told him they lost a piece of his skull following
I'm
an
doing
emergency
some Destiny tactics where I'm like, boring, I get it.
surgery for a brain bleed.
Did you know if you click and hold, it does double time? Did you know that? It's a great tool on YouTube.
Lawsuit live right now, right in front of Emory Midtown tonight. So, Angelina, not only did they charge the clusters more than $19,000 to replace the bone, but the couple has now spent hundreds of thousands on medical bills.
Wait, isn't that part
And Ron,
of the
that is
medical bills?
the costly impact of what happened here. Mr. Cluster telling his story for the very first time. He and his wife are only opening up to us after they say these doctors lost the piece of the skull that they removed. And tonight, they just want to know why and how this was possible.
This is where they cut it.
Trying to heal.
They cut it right here. Twice.
Wait, where?
Fernando Cluster.
I'm sorry. It's very clear where they cut into his skull. It's very clear.
Still can't believe how life changed.
I wake up feeling this. I'd be like, oh, Lord.
The pain isn't just physical.
It's very heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking for me.
It looks pretty good, though.
Melinda Cluster says the whole family has been suffering since 2022.
Just passed out in the middle of the street.
A massive brain bleed sent Fernando to the emergency room in September.
And I seen his eyes rolling back in his head.
Emory Healthcare doctors rushed him to surgery, removing a piece of his skull so the brain could heal. Months later, on the day to put the bone back, doctors had unexpected news.
We have lost his skull.
At first they said misplaced. The doctor kept apologizing, said he'll take the blame for it. I said, I know somebody's going to take the blame. It ain't going to be me.
More than 19...
I mean, that's...
I wasn't even here.
Yeah.
It's my day off.
Listen, I was napping at the time, so it's nothing to do with me. I didn't lose it. Damn, man. Yeah.
You guys are trying to blame me, dude. Oh, it's my skull.
Oh, okay.
Who touched it last?
$1,000 later, a synthetic bone flap would be sent from overseas and placed in Fernando's head, but after a year, an infection hit.
We're just pulling out his...
Wait, so they tried to use bone from overseas?
More than $19,000 later, and a synthetic bone flap would be sent from overseas and placed in Fernando's head. But after a year, an infection hit.
You gotta, honestly, domestic is best in terms of artificial bone, right?
Yeah, you want to do like a priority, I think.
Sure.
It was just
If you can trick them and say it's media mail, you could probably get it on that pretty good.
It's like, no, yeah. Honestly, if you're in no
Just
rush,
don't fuck it up for the rest of us that you use media mail legit.
Yeah, we won't tell.
Would he need the piece removed, but another put back in?
Oh,
That surgery would happen March 2024.
What a fucking...
His scar, a constant reminder of the chaos they...
This is a nightmare.
He just said, I've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Been through chaos they say negligent doctors caused.
If this happened to other people, we just want other people to come forward.
Before it happened again.
Wow, I wonder if people come forward. Yeah, they lost my skull too.
Everyone has the same sort of divot in their head where it's like an inch shorter than the rest of their healed skull.
That's kind of a cool club to be part of, you know.
Yeah, but
more of a support group.
Again, you got to wear a special helmet all the time.
Yeah, but there's no way that this happens like all the time, right?
Well, you know, I've heard doctors doing things with their eyes closed recently.
Oh no.
Begin with a tragic surgery last month at Ascension Sacred Heart Emerald Coast Hospital in Miramar Beach under investigation. The family is claiming a doctor removed the wrong organ, leading to a man's death.
See, when they are amputating your arms or legs, they put a big X on the one that they're not supposed to take out. So I don't blame them. They can't do that with internal organs, right?
Yeah. Well, keep going. Let me see something.
As News 13's Kimber Collins tells us, the family wants justice and for the doctor to be held accountable.
70-year-old William Bryan and his wife Beverly were visiting their rental property in Destin on August 19th when he felt pain on his left side.
When he started having some pain in his left shoulder, his neck, and his left side. So we went to Sacred Heart on the Emerald Coast, and he was admitted and became a patient of Dr. Sheknovsky's.
Beverly, a retired nurse, said Dr. Thomas Shaknovsky diagnosed a spleen surgery and urged it to be performed by him.
We called Bill's doctor, Dr. Danny McFall, here at home in Northwest Alabama, and he told Bill that he would have surgeons here in North Alabama waiting when we got home. I tried to convince Dr. Shaknovsky to let me take him home or arrange for him to be transported, but Dr. Shaknovsky said that Bill would bleed to death if he was moved.
According to the Zarzar Law Office, instead of the spleen, Shaknovsky removed Mr. Bryan's liver on August 21st, and he died on the operating table.
Everyone knows you can't live without your liver. It's about the same thing as if they had pulled out your heart.
Oh my God. They took out his liver instead of his spleen?
Yeah.
I've had my hands inside a corpse. It's pretty clear that they're different. Wait, you're looking at me like I was in EMT training.
No.
I was. I was in a cadaver lab, and I had my hands in there. I know what the organs look like. The liver's big. Spleen is pretty small. Like, you don't just mix them up.
Do you smell them? So
no,
you know?
I never smelled them.
Take a bite.
Held them in my hand. The way that they, the
Did
way
you
they
shake them?
No, I didn't. I didn't do that. But it's pretty clear. It's not that hard. I could be a doctor.
His heart. Yeah. I know I'm not the only wife that has lost her husband suddenly, but
it is Beverly's iPad. You're right.
Of my bill was exceptionally unnecessary and brutal.
Dr. Shaknovsky is said to have 14 years of experience in medicine. Zarzar claims this is Shaknovsky's second wrong site surgery in 2 years, with the previous case being settled at the same facility in 2023. Attorney Joe Zarzar and...
Wait, what did he take out wrong that time? I gotta know. Well, I don't think I'm gonna find it.
And William's widow, Beverly, say they want justice.
If you're Dr. Shaknovsky's patient, I have no qualms in telling you should ask for a different doctor. Okay? Yeah. Period. I would go so far as to say if you just be very careful if you're even seeing the doctor for something non-surgical. That guy, I would not allow him to do anything with anybody. Period.
We do not want this to happen to anyone else. By this particular individual, especially, I didn't realize it takes so long for a doctor to lose a license. I thought it would be something, as soon as this was known, it would be immediate, but apparently that is not the case.
Since the press release on August 30th, the surgeon has been removed from multiple medical office websites, including North Walton Doctors.
From Dead... Oh, yeah, kind of. You're right. Huh.
Hospital, HCA Florida, and Ascension Sacred Heart. Ascension Sacred Heart responded to our request for comment, saying, quote, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the family. Sacred Heart Emerald Coast leadership is investigating this matter."
We'll figure it out.
Walton County Sheriff's Office also released a statement Tuesday afternoon stating the case is under investigation, but no criminal charges have been filed. In Walton County, Kimber Collins, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
Why couldn't they put in a new liver? I guess, there's a lot of people on the liver transplant list, but, whew, boy. What the hell, man? Are we going to end with this fun story about Doritos and then wrap it up?
Yeah, let's check it out.
So apparently dye in Doritos was used in an experiment like a, quote, magic trick, and it created see-through mice. I knew that there was something magic about those, and Kamala feels the same. She's a big Doritos fan. Mm-hmm. It had red bag summer.
Doritos right here. Should I rub these on my?
Well, if you got do you have a mouse over there? You trying to be like the Invisible Man?
Well, it says that human trials are next.
Nice. So Doritos are a revered snack for many. Now, scientists have found one of the ingredients in the triangle-shaped tasty tortilla chips has a superpower. It can make the skin of mice transparent. Researchers at Stanford University detail in a September 6th issue of the Journal of Science, or I guess in the journal Science. So that's I think it's a different thing. One may be more prestigious than the other, but they discuss how they were able to see through the skin of live mice by applying a mixture of water and tartrazine, a bright yellow-orange food coloring used in Doritos and other foods, drugs, and cosmetics. The experiments arose from the quest for better methods to see tissue and organs within a body. That would be great. It would have helped that guy who got his wrong organ taken out if he was a transparent man. But the researchers chose tartrazine because the dye's molecules absorb blue and ultraviolet light, which makes it easier for light to pass through the mouse skin. Huh. Absorb blue and transparent.
I wonder what I'm doing to my insides right now.
Yeah, your fucking belly is most certainly transparent. The thin skin of your stomach.
Glowing.
That's kind of cool. And then whatever, cool. We could pop you open and take a peek and see if that sack is transparent. I don't think that's a good idea. Quote, for those who understand the fundamental physics behind this, it makes sense. But if you aren't familiar with it, it looks like a magic trick. The lead author of the study said, who is now the assistant professor of physics at the University of Texas at Dallas, in a description of the research at the university's website, on the university's website. The Doritos effect. Snack ingredient yields invisible mouse. I think this is just a different story, or maybe it's the breakdown of the science. There's some graphs. Wow. It works apparently in vitro on chicken breast tissue. You can see through it a little bit more clearly. Huh. And then there's a look at mice internal organs as well. That's the belly of a mouse. You can see straight through it. Huh. Wow, the scattering of phantoms of water and dye. Wow, before you start slathering yourself in Doritos, the coloring is used in several Doritos flavors, including Nacho Cheese, Cool Ranch, and Flaming Hot Nacho. Tartrazine won't necessarily give humans a cloak of invisibility a la Harry Potter. I would do something cooler than that, but...
I'm Harry Potter.
All right. That's because human skin is about 10 times thicker than a mouse, and... I'm not sure how much of the dye or how it would be administered is needed to work in humans, the researcher said. Researchers plan to continue investigating that and experiment with other substances that could outperform tartrazine. Quote, optical equipment like the microscope is not directly used to study live humans or animals because light can't go through living tissue. This sounds like something Donald would do during COVID. You know, you can just clean the body with light. Put a little bleach
on it.
Yeah, you can inject bleach. But now that we can make tissue transparent, it will allow us to look at more detailed dynamics. It will completely revolutionize existing optical research in biology, and it's delicious. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yum.
Yeah, this is kind of incredible stuff. Wow. We got to penetrate into these bodies scientifically. Jared, so happy to be back doing this. This was fun.
Hey, you know what?
Huh.
Really nice to do it with you, pal.
Thank you so much. Thanks for folks who enjoy this kind of, humorous and less structured conversation about the awful things that happen through the week. It's nice to, talk about those types of things with company. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching live and watching the video again at youtube.com/Frightday, which is something that we're putting a lot more video content on. So hope you don't get sick of seeing our faces there. But we'll be back probably in 2 weeks. I'm not sure where we'll be, but that's kind of the cadence of Casual Frightday. You're holding up, what is that? Is that a Quiet Neighbor mug?
Cheers.
Oh, you're doing an extended cheers. You can go to quietneighbor.help right now and pick up that brick mug. It's only $16, which is, you can do it in 4 interest-free payments of installments with orders over $50. So. Quite
it's a cool mug. It's like raised up.
Oh yeah, it's got the textured brick of that. And this is my last call for the Long Legs bootleg T-shirt that I made as well, and the Frightday Frightday Investigates FBI style jacket will be coming out soon. So shop.frightday.com. You guys are all wonderful. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Friday night. Thanks for so much for co-hosting this with me, Jared. Maybe
I gotta promote my new website.
Yeah, what do you got?
Folks, it's called wokeyoutube.com.
Yes, that is the site.
If you don't know about wokeyoutube.com, go ahead and check it out. Wokeyoutube.com.
Yeah, honestly, they can go to wokeyoutube.com. I don't need to go to it, but
you don't need to go there. We don't. This is something else entirely, but it's for wokeyoutube.com. It's for all the liberal scum.
Sure, and if you want more Jared in your life, you can hear him and I's other program, Louder Than Crowder. It's the only podcast critical of the other podcast, Louder With Crowder. So check that out if that's your bag. But Jared, until next time, we'll see you. Have a great night. Stay scared, and Hawoo.
Hawoo!